This is F1 21. This is the XL Racing League. In the first season, we give birth to something new. The smell of something entirely fresh lays in the air. Good evening, everyone. I'm Zabar. Glad you're with us for this brand new racing series. The league is not new, but Tier 3, the internal Champions League, so to speak, the best of the XL Racing League combined here tonight. And yeah, I have the big honor to broadcast you the first ever race of Tier 3 home into your living room. We are half a minute approximately away from the first event, and this first event will be in Bahrain, one of the most known racing tracks, one of the best racing tracks, I would like to say, best in terms of exciting races and overtake possibilities. Bahrain came into the F1 calendar in 2004, almost 20 years already ago. And in the early years it was a day race until Singapore had the idea to make a night race, and here we are with the first pictures, night view of the Bahrain desert. Yeah, and ever since the year 2010 or 2011, something around that, Bahrain is one of the 3 night races we have now in the real life calendar. Yeah, and it was, for the first time ever, it was the season starts of 2021, just a few months ago, half a year ago. And the XL Racing League decided that it will be the season start here of Tier 3 as well. And here we go for our 18 minutes qualifying, followed by a 50% race distance, what means 29 laps then in the night of Bahrain. And we are here in the pit lane already. Of course, fair weather, something around, I would like to say, 22, 23 degrees Celsius. Let's have a look. I have already had a short glimpse around the grid. I do not know any name. No one of them is familiar to me. But okay. New league, new names. Let's see how hard they will be to pronounce. And the first one I want to be guessed with is a blue car that could be Mr. Harry, maybe. No, it's not him. It is Morph. Morph12, who is on a set of mediums here. I have a little tradition of mine to always follow the first driver who is out in the qualifying, and that is this Mr. Morph. Yeah, he is in the middle sector. As soon as he will turn to his first hot lap, we will ride on board with him and get a bit of feel for the track and what is important here. And from the old to the new game, F1 2020 to 21, we know that the cars have quite some less downforce. That means you need to put on a bit more downforce. Further, the higher engine modes sadly are gone, so all of that makes the cars a little bit slower, a little bit less of high speed on the long straight. And here we are on the main straight, starting Morph's first hot lap. Right, left, right turn combination, not quite the apex of turn 1. Turn 2 was good, and 3 is good likewise. Next DS zone right here. So you can see already by here a lot of overtake possibilities. Turn 4, that caused so many discussions about track limits in the real life worlds. And the end of Sector 1, beginning of Sector 2, some medium-paced right-left turns, and then one of the most difficult phases in the whole race calendar. Turn 8 is still okay, and then turn 9, and while you are in turn 9 you have to brake for turn 10, getting narrower and narrower, and he had to take a lot of curb there on the exit of turn 10, but it was okay. No track limit exceeding for him. And then we drive around this big rock here on the right side. There's a rock. May not touch any of these curbs left or right, because you would easily lose your car then. And this is actually the only straight of the whole track that is not a DRS zone. And then one right-hander, turn 16, and we are home. This was one hot lap on the Bahrain International Circuit. And Morph posts a 1:28.4. That is already blasted by half a second by Dylan, but that is not a surprise because Dylan was running on softs while Morph tested out the waters on mediums, and a lot of drivers are doing. A lot of drivers testing out the medium tires from old habits, I want to call it, because on the old game you must have started on mediums, because it was the only way. Having a one-stop race, and one stop was just so much faster than 2 stops. And on the new game that's all a bit shuffled now, so the strategy situation is not as clear as it was on the old game. It's a good thing, I would like to say. It's a good thing that we don't always know what exactly is meant to happening. And Dylan is now ranked to second. Check DB, the new pole setter, at least for the moment, with 1:27.1. And Bennett and Morph, the only drivers with more or less competitive lap times on mediums, but still already 1.3 seconds behind Check. And yeah, we have seen a hot lap from almost everyone. Everyone who was out has posted a hot lap. Only the 3 men on the bottom, Grilsey, Mark Bow, and Shelix, or no, it's Helix, did not set the time. They are still sitting in their garage, what makes it a bit hard now to find someone to watch. Someone has just left the garage there, don't know exactly who that was. Thompson, our host for tonight, who has just posted a new fastest lap, 1:27.1, just 18 thousandths faster than Jack, but he had 2 hot laps on this set of softs, so this could be a disadvantage then on the start, in case he will have to start on this tire. Let's have a look what's going on here. We see the Ferrari of Mark Bow, and I think right ahead of him, no, not directly ahead, but a few turns ahead is Helix. Not sure if his name is It's Helix or IT Shellix. Yeah, one of them is true, I suppose. Let's see if yeah, he might listen to me, if maybe someone will clear that to me, how to pronounce him. For the moment, let's just stay with him with the Red Bull of the Helix. And he is starting his hot lap right here on the main straight. We can easily focus on him. It's just him and Mark Bow who will be on hot laps. So now we have a look what Helix is doing, and afterwards we scoot over to Mark Bow in the Ferrari. Did not get the apex correctly in turn 8. 9 and 10. This difficult section. No blocking front tire. That is already good. Looked rather smoothly, but can it be fast too? We will find out about that in half a minute. Once around the rock here. Back straight, there is some, what is it, Alpha Tauri ahead of him. This could give him a little bit of toe there. And definitely now some slipstream, and in the end, P7 for Helix or Helix and Mark Bow. Still, where is it? Somewhere around the rock. Yes, it is. He will turn to the final sector right here. Oh, a bit of far off limits. Obviously, this league is racing on regular corner cut. And new pole setter Morph is in the lead again. No, Morph is now in the lead, so it is. Anyway, Marco on the mediums is in P12. P12. 2.5 seconds behind the provisional pole setter, Mr. Morph. So let's have a look at the next one who's on a hot lap. That could be Tree Monkey Page. Slight improvements after sector 1, but not really enough to really attack something forward. Let's see what he will do at the end of sector 2. Okay, half a second now, his improvement. So that would give him something around P4, P5 or so. So something around the third row. Let's see how close he will be to this. Yep, P5. 1 second behind Morph. Third row for the for the only Mercedes. We have seen the racer Rockstar having some troubles checking in, checking out, so there must have been some issues with his invitation or maybe internet connection. I admit I had some problems with joining the lobby too. So maybe that's the same that troubles my old buddy from Switzerland. And he's out. Oh my goodness, Tree Monkey has slipped out. I wanted to say have a look that he is checking out the run-out zones, but he checked it out completely. He has checked out from the qualifying eventually. So Tree Monkey Page is finished in maximally P5. And who else is on a hot lap? Let's have a look. Just wanted to jump to him, Harris, but he just finished his hot lap, pushing up and into P6. And that's already it. Thomas. Thomas, our host and admin, who is running now on a hot lap, but it's I'm not sure if that's a good timing with 6 minutes left, because he might do hard running on another hot lap, so this could potentially already be his final shot, depending how fast he is on his in-lap back home. And after sector 2, he is improving by 3/10. That would be enough. That would be enough to attack Morph for the provisional pole here 5 minutes before the end. One turn left. Get the clean apex and then paddle to the metal. Let's see what Thomas can do in the end. Yes, he is our new pole setter, improving by almost 4/10. And that means he distanced Morph by 1.6/10. And the McLaren is ahead of the Red Bull here for a provisional pole. But there is 4 minutes 40 left, and he is very slow here on his in lap. He's got to be faster if he wants to run again. But he's now waiting. He's standing still here, letting others pass. That is a fair maneuver, but that could be a problem for him. He might not run again. He could maybe be too slow coming home. For the moment, there's only one driver on a hot lap, and that is Schnitzi. Schnitzi, that sounds very familiar to my native tongue. Maybe this is a fellow German or Austrian. Hello and guten Abend, Schnitzi. Let's have a look what he is doing here in the intermediate sector. Improving by 8/10, and he's got to be, because he is almost over 2.5 seconds behind the pole setter. So with 8 seconds of improvement, that would give him, what is it, P9, P10 maybe. So let's see where he will be in the end. P6, yeah, P6. Got a bit of more. Yeah, he found a bit of more time in the last sector then, maybe because of the tow he had from the driver ahead. Not sure who it was, but it doesn't matter as long as he just supplied the slipstream. And who's this? Who's this big futz ahead? So who is on a hot lap? Let's have a look. Morph is running, and this is important. Have a look. He is having, no, it was the drivers behind him. I wanted to say that he is having some traffic, but that is not true. He is running very far alone. He is running, yeah, how well is he running? He will come to the end of sector 2 very soon. And then we will know if he can reacquire the pole, but no, he can't. He can't. Spinning out in turn 11. This is it. This is it for Morph. He's finished in P2. P2 is good. P2 is good, but he wanted more. So that means Thompson, that's it, sorry, A. Thompson, that is it, who is still sitting in his garage. Yeah, maybe doesn't even have to go again. Depends a bit on what Jack is doing. He is on his out lap now in P3. Who else is running? Let's have a look at Bennett, CFC. And improving by a bit more than 2/10. This is just enough to attack Harry in front of him. So that would give him only P7, and then it's coming towards the end here, and P5 for Bennett. He found a bit more in the end, so P5, no, P6 now for Bennett. P6 because Mafbo and what is this? Gino Lebron. Both the Ferraris pushed over ahead of him too. And now let's have a look what Czech is doing. There he is, the only one who could potentially be dangerous for our pole sitter Thompson. This is this man in the Alpine. Depending what he does, Thompson is in need to improve once more or not. Thompson just started his hot lap, just 12 seconds remaining on the clock. Jack does not improve after sector 1, so in case Thompson is listening to me, in case Thompson is having me live on his ear, Jack only up by 1/10. So right now it does not look like as if you, Mr. Thompson, need to improve. Jack now in the, what is it, second DRS zone, the back straight, coming towards the rock here in turn 12 and 13. The end of sector 2. Oh, and Jack found some time. Jack found some time. 2/10 his improvements. Meanwhile, we have seen Grilsey 1993 coming very close into the front row. Grilsey second. Jack is 5th right now, but what will this lap bring him? Jack will start from P2. P2, he beat Grilsey, but he did not beat Thompson. So A. Thompson is safe. He does not improve. He has 3/10 of gap, but he doesn't need to improve. His 126.7 was good enough to keep him in the pole. Congratulations to our host and admin for the first ever pole position in Tier 3 of the XL Racing League. So this is it. On board of the McLaren, we will finish the qualifying. And this is our starting grid for the first ever Tier 3 race here in Bahrain. Thompson in the pole. Next to him, Czech in the front row. Then Grilsey, 4th Morph, 5th Bennett. 6 goes to Gino Lebron, 7th Mark Bow, 8 Dylan, 9 3 Monkey Page, 10th Schnitzy, 11 Harry, 12 Crescent Anime, 13 The Helix, 14 Zan, 15 Toga, 16 Mr. Exotic, 17 Big Fots, 19 Soft, 18 Soft, and P19. I wasn't quickly enough to read so many new names, so many unfamiliar names. But we will see that in around about half a minute. That's the time our drivers have to prepare for the race and get the strategy loaded. And I will be back with you in a moment. So, and here we are in our installation lap. We have seen already 3 drivers being disqualified for tagging each other, and that means they have to start on rather cold tires. That is definitely not a good thing for the Monkey, Schnitzy and Kressen. Let's have a look about the tires that I used. We see the top 10, of course, have to start on the quali tire. And then from P11 onwards, there's just one. This is just Sun 85, the only one who opted to start on softs. The rest, so Harry, Toga, Exotic, Bigfoot, Soft Helix, and Chemi, all of them will start on mediums. So this is a rather 2020 kind of strategy, I want to call it. Not sure if this is still the same in the new game, but the next approximately 50 minutes will show us. Thompson still heavily warming up his tires here until the CPU will take over very soon and guide him into his starting box. So every car is standing in each box, and the 5 red lights of Bahrain, and then here we go, XL Racing League Tier 3, go, go, go. Good start for Thompson, but not so good for Grills. See, he already lost positions into turn 1. Maybe there was some debris flying off there already. The top 5 are close. Top 5 are rather close, and then it's Mark Bow in P6. First Ferrari, his teammate dropped down a bit too. But the rest was rather fine. No yellow. I'm not sure if I saw some debris or not. I'm not sure about that, but I'm definitely sure that everything went rather smoothly. So no big issues there. There was some. What's going on here? Wheel to wheel, Crescent Smith and Harry. Oh, into turn 10. That does not go well. Where is he? Where is he? Ui, Crescent has dropped out and took someone with him. He almost took someone with him. Sun, Bigfoot and Dillian were very close there too. Didn't I say it? Didn't I say it? You cannot go wheel to wheel into turn 10. Well, we see the tire strategy presented by the Amazon Web Services. We have some yellow. Oh, Tree Monkey needs to go wide there. And Exotic is out. Exotic is out. There was a wrecked car. Couldn't quite see it correctly. And we have us a safety car. Safety car for the early crash of Mr. Exotic. And we see pit stops. Thompson, our leader. What's going on there? Thompson, our leader, immediately shaking off his softs and coming in and get fresh mediums right away. And same does Czech and Schnitzy and Bigfoots. Aha, and Crescent does otherwise. Crescent goes from mediums to soft. But what did Thompson do? There he is in P13 now. A pole setter. Really not sure what that was. I mean, he probably did not have a damage, because then he would be behind Jack and Bigfoots and all of them. But just one lap. He doesn't ever have to. He doesn't even want to have one full lap on softs. First potential moment to shake off the red rubber, and he takes it. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, so early incident, early safety car, and haha, we have the next stoppers. Oh, we have the, oh my goodness, right, the next stoppers. Everyone's coming in, everyone on softs is coming in, and everyone is anxious about these softs. Who's this? Marv, Bennett, Gruzzi, Mabo, both the Ferraris. Chino Lebron has to wait. There it is. Has to wait behind his teammate, and. Oh, it takes so long. This is so long. He will be maybe in last position then. And he took softs? What? Interesting. So anyway, everyone beside Sun and 3 Monkey Page took the first moment to get off the starting soft tire. Interesting. Yeah, anywhere between interesting and incredible. And as the field is stretched out so far, this could mean we will have us another lap of safety car. Maybe. Let's have a look. This is Mr. Harry. Oh no, M. Harry leading behind the freshly added green Aston Martin safety car. Let's have a look if Bernd Mailander will be called in right away or not. It looks like we will have us another lap of safety car. Yes, lights still flashing. That means I will be back with you in a moment. So here I am again, and although I expected the safety car to be a little bit longer, I sadly missed the restart, but it is actually not a big problem because in the lead nothing big changed. Harry is still leading ahead of Sun and 3 Monkey Page. The big thing is that Harry already has over 2 seconds of gap on Sun, and then we see a bit of position swaps here in the midfield. Thompson, for example, is about to attack Morph here for P6, but Morph rather fast on the straight, even though there is no DRS yet, of course. Thompson, who was our leader until the end of lap 1. Yellow in sector 1, this is behind us. 3 men pitting. Shemi, Bennett and Grossi are pitting right now. Not really sure what that was about. And oh, Helix has a problem. Helix almost lost his car and now is getting attacked, and Helix lost 2 positions at once. Yellow behind. Yellow behind. Yellow might even lose another spot here against Czech. No, or at least not yet. Let's have a look what this will be about. Jack might attack here on the inside. Yes, he does. He does. Helix or Shelix lost 3 positions within 4 turns. This is him. Shelix following Jack, who's running a bit wide there on the exit of turn 15. Harry, second. Oh, no, now it's Tree Monkey and now it's Morph. So multiple fastest laps incoming. Still no DRS. That is activated now. So in the next detection, it is being made possible. And attack. What's going on? Thompson has just overtaken Toga. Thompson up into 5th. There we see the DRS being activated, and Thompson is slowly but steadily crawling back up into the lead. He just needs to watch out on his overtake maneuvers. He cannot risk damage front wing here while fighting back forward. Sun had a mistake. Sun, little bit of mistake into turn 6, and that means that Morph slipped through. And now he is in the grasp of Thompson. DRS zone right here. Both cars are DRS equipped. Sun was still close enough. Attack here into turn 11. No. Yellow in sector 2. That's behind us in turn 10. And Thompson ahead of Sun. Thompson in 4th position. And there was Toga sliding out in turn 11. This is just where I said in the quali, where you just cannot touch a curb. And okay, now he was resetted onto the track. And Soft seemed a bit slow to me. No, but everything alright. He was just cautious, maybe because of the yellow flag that were waved there. Oh, but he's in. He is in. I saw it right. I saw it right. Something was not okay for him. New nose. He needs a new nose. New fresh soft tire. Schnitzy is into. New nose. Hard tires. He might want to try to run to the end on this set, I suppose. And yeah, there's the battle for the podium. Tree Monkey Page leading in the way in P2. Harry, of course, the real leaders. Yellow in sector 1. It was an Aston Martin. Schnitzy it was. Fresh tire and right away a spin. Maybe a bit attack there between Morph and Tree Monkey Page into the last turn. Who will have the DRS advantage? The Williams of Morph. Overtake plus the DRS in favor of the Williams, and just behind is Thompson. There he is. Right, the next one who will attack Tree Monkey Page. The question is just when. DRS zone in favor of both cars. Thompson stays a bit of patience and almost. He almost threw away his Mercedes. Tree Monkey Page on the same place where he crashed in the qualifying. Good saving maneuver. He is still in the race, but dropped 2 positions now within just 1 lap. Next DRS zone, Thompson is fighting his way back to the front. Oh, 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 where is he going? Where is he going? He is getting himself a penalty here for corner cutting. That could be huge towards the end of the race. I think it was some sort of a saving maneuver. The camera was not on point there to depict it to us correctly. I suppose he was just going sideways and just caught his McLaren somehow there. And now Morph is leading the way. Morph, Harry, Thompson, big fighting group here. And the big thing is Thompson already had a pit stop, but still they are level, more or less level on tire strategy. So every one of them needs at least one more stop. Means all these three boys have to settle this on the track. There is no waiting until he stops ahead and then I will just slip through. Nope, this must be a fight decision, and that is what we want to see. So while Thompson is chasing and attacking him into turn 11. Oh, that was dangerous. That was dangerous. You cannot acquire some damage to your car. Ooh. Maybe attack there. Oh, and. Oh, this is a wild scene there between Thompson and Harry. But Thompson looks like he got through. And he stays through. And that should mean that the next DRS would be in favor of Harry. Yes, it is. And he will just counter it on the main straight. Monkey Page is pitting. Schnitzy ahead is lapped. Oh, what is that? Harry just let Thompson go through. Pit stop from Czech. Oh, I'm not sure why Harry went off the acceleration there. Yeah, anyway, Thompson is in second, 1.8, almost 2 seconds behind Morph, and Harry is about in or about out of the DRS zone from Thompson. He is not DRS equipped. No DRS on the Alpine, even though he looks a lot closer now. Have a look. What's going on? What's going on with Thompson? What is going on with Thompson? Position swap back and forth, just different than expected. And it's even Schnitzy, the Aston Martin, who is in between them, who will be lapped, should be lapped. I'm not sure what all that was about. What was the mistake from Thompson? Oh. And now it's still a wild scene there. So mistake from Harry, then a mistake from Thompson, and all of that is in favor for Morph, who is out the way by 4.5 seconds in the lead, and now Thompson got it done. Now he got it done. We have yellow in all 3 sectors, but no full course yellow. Yellow in sector 2 and 3 was a McLaren. The other McLaren, soft CFC 8 or something. And now this DS zone should be, yes, the Alpine is looking up into the night sky, and Harry does not have a chance, not even getting closer to Thompson here. So let's have a look what else is going on in our race. Here we see Dylan chasing the Ferrari of Mark Bow. The Ruski Haas chasing the Ferrari, the engine supplier. Oh, Mark Bow needing to run wide on multiple turns, but was able to keep his Ferrari in the right direction. Still for the next DRS phase, it looks like that Dylan could be in a position to attack. DRS open plus some overtake, but yellow safety car. We have a safety car. Because Schnitzi is out. Schnitzi is out. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, there he was. There he was. On the Grosjean spot, just the other side of the road. And probably the next pit stop phase. Sen is in. Czech is in. Grilsi is in. Probably a lot more that will be in the next few moments. What will our leading duel do, or the following duel? Harry is now over 2 seconds away from Thompson. They were a lot closer. Morph, our leader, could potentially stop for Hards and just run it to the end from here onwards. Does he stop? Yes, he does. Grillsy drive-through. What does Thompson do? He pits in too. And Harry? Likewise. Helix. Shelix. He pits too, so probably everyone will pit now. Crescent does. Next one will be Dillian. Well, yes, he does. Anyway, I will be back with you in a moment when we see who has opted to which tire, and yeah. This will be an interesting restart then afterwards when we turn towards the midway mark of the race. And yeah, I will be back with you in a moment. So as the field is stretched so far away still, we see Soft still being on the back straight. We will have us another lap of safety car, and we see Morph, Thompson both on fresh mediums and Harry on hards. So Morph and Thompson will have, they will get through the race easily, I would like to say, on this set of mediums. Harry can push harder on his hards and must push harder to keep up the pace with the mediums. And we see a few on softs. All of the softs, they will have to stop again. Not so sure if that was a good idea to stop for softs. That is Sun and Toga, Bigfoot, Bennett, and all of the hard runners could have opted for mediums too. But okay, we will just see how things evolve in the end. And I will be back with you for the restart. And off we go for the restart again. Morph did a good job staying in the lead. Thompson in second is more or less close. Already a bigger gap than to Harry in third. He had some troubles on his hards following the pace. The rest went rather okay. No big issues there anywhere. Gino Lebron dropped the position, I think, against Bennett. But that was already more or less it on the restart. And Thompson is close, 3/10, just his gap to Morph behind, or in front, more or less. And Hidix is close to Mark Bow. Big Fox dropped the position. Oh, and there he was almost a little bit too late on the break there against the Ferrari. Have a look, Mark Bow is having some troubles there on his 12 laps old hards. 12 laps is not so much actually for the hards, but still he seems to be troubled somehow. Thompson, new fastest lap. He is chasing for the lead. No DRS of course yet, but Helix or Shellix is already attacking the red 13. And he did it, but Dylan had a problem. Dylan definitely too late on the brake, and that costed him to drop behind Crescent Anime. Oh, a lot of position swaps here. Dylan against the Aston Martin, no, the Mercedes of Tree Monkey, who is back and forth tangling with Sun. And oh, late dive bomb there from the Alfa Romeo. Bennett it was. Ooh, that was a hard maneuver. And now the attack against Bennett again, the Liverpool fan. Ah, no. Or not yet. Yellow, something around here. Oh, and ahead it is Mark Bow who is sliding again, left and right. Looks like he's running on an ice rink. Ui, and another big slide here from the Alfa Romeo of Bennett. So a wild scene here as we turn towards the last third of the track. 4-man position battle here into turn one. Watch out for each other, boys. And it went well, more or less well. Yeah, and behind there's something going on too. Sun and Bigfoot. Oh, and have a look. Mark Bowman is under pressure by the Mercedes here. But somehow he has managed to survive. And have a look. Morph and Thompson just running away in the lead, and then the Hearts racer Harry already 5.5 seconds behind after just 2 or 3 laps of green. Mark Bow again troubling, doing hard to stay on the track. And now on the back straight, no chance for a counter from Mark Bow. He's got to watch out not to be under pressure from Sun. And Thompson in the lead. Thompson, our old and new leader. And here we are at the counter attack from Morph into turn 4. They tag wheel to wheel maybe. And Morph is back in the lead. Great battle. Great scene between them. Oh no, have a look. Check was in the pits and committed a huge mistake. He just clicked once too often left and right, and now he is wearing intermediate tires. Can you believe it? And he spun in the last turn. He will come back to the pits. While we still watch this battle here. Not a valid battle yet, but soon again. Yep, check in the pits again. Thompson, half a second away from Morph. Will be DRS equipped. Ui. Wow. I was a bit shocked there for a moment. I expected him to run right into the rear of Morph. And does he attack him already here? Wow! What a wild maneuver, getting on the inside line. Wheel to wheel once again and again. And now Chemi is out. Chemi is out. Here's the counter. Where is he? There he is. Inside, just like the lap before. But Thompson holds against it, and now Morph has spun. Oh no. Such a great battle. Such a great battle for the leads. Yeah. And Harry slipped through. There he is. There is Harry. So you can see how big the gap was. That's very sad. Very, very sad that this battle for the lead took such an abrupt end. But okay. It is as it is. What else is going on? Big Force is out. And Sun too. There was some big crash. There was some big crash somewhere up here. There it is. There it is. Safety car. Next pit stop phase. Pit stop Grossi and Crescent, Lillian, Bennett, all of them in. Probably fresh softs, and this will change. This will be a big change for our last stint, for the final twist of this race. Morph came into the pits and got himself some fresh softs, while Tree Monkey Page and Thompson stayed out on mediums, and that will be a big problem for Tree Monkey Page and Thompson. That will be a big problem for the McLaren and Mercedes driver, because as soon as the field is packed up behind them, Morph, Harry and Helix or Shellix will come hard after them on fresh and fast soft tires. Dillian on soft. Aha, and now Thompson pits. Let's stay with him for a moment and let's see if he will still be ahead of them. Ah, yes, he does. Looked rather comfortably, actually. His gap was big enough. Ah, it's only Tree Monkey Page who slipped through. Morph was still even over 10 seconds away. You can imagine how big the gap from Thompson was. Morph, Harry, Helix still stayed behind him. But there is still this one penalty against Thompson. There is still this 3 seconds penalty against A. Thompson. And this could be costly. I mentioned it very early. I mentioned it when it occurred. And with this late safety car phase, this could be really big in the end. The field is packed. We still have 1 or maybe 2 laps of safety car left. So just 5 or 6 laps under green condition. And in these 5 or 6 laps, he must race away by 3 or more seconds from P2. So this is the big task for Thompson in the end. His race victory is at stake. It is in jeopardy. And I'm back with you in a moment. And as we've seen even a bit more pit stops, the field is still not in one pack. That is interesting. And that means we had one additional lap of safety car already, and we might have even one more. And if we have one more, then it's getting almost impossible for Thompson to win this race. So the clock is really working against the McLaren driver here. Will Ben Banner? Yes. Now here's the message: safety car in this lap, and Thompson just cannot await it until he can finally start his mission of not only overtaking Tree Monkey Page, but getting 3 seconds or more in between him and the Mercedes, or whoever might follow him overtaking Tree Monkey Page, who is not doing it very well here on the restart. He just stayed behind by Mailander, but somehow this went well for him. Not very wise tactically, but it worked somehow, at least for the moment. Thompson maybe under pressure from behind. No, Harry did not dare to attack. Not a lot happened, just Shelix dropping or fighting against Bennett. Let's have a look at them. There they are, wheel to wheel. Oh, and ahead is Thompson already attacking, and he got through. Oh, and Harry almost crashed into Monkey Page. Thompson muscled through, and there he just has to be. He just needs to run away quick, and hope that Tree Monkey Page will hold up Harry long enough to make it possible for him to get 3 seconds in between them. So this is the big question right now. There is a lot of midfield battles going on. This race is far from over. Positions are far from settled. Yellow in the end of sector 2. That was soft. This race is far from settled. But the big thing, the big question is, can Thompson get away by 3 or more seconds here in the final 3.5 laps? Harry attacking Tree Monkey Page should not be too hard for him, and it already worked. Can he hold it? Yes, he can. Harry in second, 2 seconds away from Thompson. He must hold these 2 seconds and everything will be fine in the end, but there is Shelix. Where did that come from? And where is he? Shelix dropped back until P10. Shelix dropped back and spun because of his late dive bomb against Harry. And that was the deciding factor maybe for Thompson. The battles for P2 costed them so much time that he is over 3 seconds away, and that could potentially secure his victory. And there is Grill C overtaking Tree Monkey Page, so you can see how hard he is doing, keeping up the pace on his scrumped mediums against the fresh soft runners. And Bennett, I have no idea how he did it, but he is up into third on his fresh hards. Yeah, Thompson now 4 seconds away, so as long as Thompson doesn't throw it away, this should be alright for him. This should be his race to win. Pit stop from Shelix, so his dive bomb costed him some winglets. Grill C attacking Bennett. The same old story. Fresh softs against hards. This worked rather easily. Yellow sector 1. Crescent Anime is out. Crescent Anime is out here. There he is. There he was into the barrier. Lost his car on acceleration. That is it for him. Yeah, Thompson now almost 5 seconds away, so this is the race victory for Thompson in the McLaren. There is, the field is stretched out a lot more than I expected, so it's only Dylan who is inside some DRS window, and also we had just had a safety car phase a few laps ago, so he gets around the monkey rather easily. Next DRS zone in favor of the monkey. Let's see if the Haas can stay ahead of the Mercedes. That should work, he's too far away. Yes, no chance for a counter from Monkey Page. Oh, Morph is out. Morph is out. Hey, on the same spots. Too far away. Sorry, can't jump to him anymore. Morph checked out on the same spot as Caress and Anime, just one lap earlier. So once again, turn 4 has struck and caused 2 drivers in a row to lose their car on acceleration. And at the moment, we can easily follow the battle between Dylan and Bennett, or Dylan and behind 3 Monkey Page. Those 3 boys, the only drivers who are still in the DS window of the driver ahead, and we are in our final lap. Thompson has had a good race. Thompson did have a good race. He had this one stop. I am still not so sure what this was about so early, but he made his way back to the top. And even though he had this strange 3 seconds penalty for corner cutting, what was actually a good saving maneuver, that made it interesting in the end. That was the spice in the soup, if you want so. But have a look, he is over 6 seconds, so he needed 3, he has 6.5, so absolutely no question who deserved this victory here today. Dylan is still half a second away in the DS window of the Alfa Romeo ahead, but he cannot attack, so this might be the end of this battle between those 2 boys for the moment. Let's have a look at the man who deserved it the most. Great race, pole position and victory for this man, Mr. A. Thompson 95. Very well done, great drive for Thompson. And he is not, what in all hell, he had another penalty. I have not seen this. Thompson had not only a 3 seconds, he had another penalty, and that means that he was the winner for just around 8 seconds. Oh my, the second penalty killed it for him. So this is not 18 points gained, this is 7 points lost for Thompson. But still, good race for him, good race for everyone. On the opening night of Tier 3, driver of the day, it's Shelix. Yeah, and thanks for being with us for the opener of Tier 3 of the XL Racing League. I hope this league will bring us a lot more exciting races. Thanks for being with us, and with these pictures of the winners podium, I say goodbye, good night, and see you around in F121. Keep racing!